Mets won last night 8-1, their 5th straight win, a matchup of 2 of the best left-handers in the National League. Giants are only a game behind the Padres for the final wild card spot, but they're in a rough stretch right now. They've lost 7 of their last 9.
On the hill tonight for the Giants will be the veteran Robbie Ray in his 11th year at the big league level, 6'2", through 21 starts, 9-4 with a 2.92 ERA.
First pitch is hit out to left. Ramos back. Ramos on the track, and he makes the catch. And that's how this game gets started.
Now Francisco Lindor, 2 hits Wednesday, 3 more hits, including a home run last night, so he looks like he is headed back in the right direction. Lindor takes the fastball away for ball 4. That's one thing that plagues Robbie Ray from time to time. That's his 50th walk of the year. That's the 2nd most in the National League.
Juan last night had a double, a late RBI single, and then brought in a run with a ground out.
And there's a bouncing ball, and Devers has got it. There's one, and that's all they'll get. So that's our really first play where Devers has had a little bit of a challenge.
Rafael Devers playing just his 3rd game of his career at first base, and he makes a sweet play for the 2nd out.
Pete up to 22 homers, 81 RBIs, and an .875 OPS.
Hit down to 3rd, handled by Chapman. And the Gold Glover makes the long throw. Devers off the bag, and Alonso's safe at first base.
What's the ruling there, Gary?
He did not consciously make a turn, so he's not out. Marte playing just his 2nd game since coming back from the injured list. Missed about a month.
Driven to left, but right at Ramos. And that'll end the inning.
The numbers for David. David's been solid. He's averaging now 6 innings per start, which in today's game, in this particular starting rotation, that is wonderful. He has been the man.
Ramos in the game last night, 2 for 4. He opened up the bottom of the 1st last night with a base hit up the middle.
Breaking ball hit on the ground and handled by Lindor coming in. Throws out Ramos for the 1st down. Rafael Devers, whose bat has picked up.
1 for 4 last night.
With the Giants, a .755 OPS. Still trying to catch up.
And a base hit the other way. I watched Alvarez. I mean, he was way off the plate.
1 out and 1 on. Now Willy Adames, 1 for 4 last night.
There's the walk.
Nice at bat.
So still trying to find his rhythm in the 1st inning. Here's Matt Chapman, 0 for 3 last night. And Chapman rockets one into the glove of Vientos. He pegs one to 2nd. Then Beatty digs out of the dirt, and it's a double play. Great grab by Vientos. A terrible throw, but Beatty saves him for a 5-4 line drive double play to end the inning. Here's Francisco Alvarez, 3 for 12 since coming back from the minors with a double and a home run. Alvarez lifts one to right field. Easing back is Matos to the warning track, and it's over his head and off the wall. Alvarez digging for 2nd. He's going to turn. The ball's dropped by Matos, and Alvarez arrives standing at 3rd base. Now, Matos did not play that ball well. It wound up hitting right at the bottom of the fence. So that's scoring at a triple for Alvarez. His first triple of the year and the 3rd of his career. So he's the 3rd with 2 out for Tyrone Taylor.
And they're saying he went around. Trip Gibson rings him up.
So a 2-out triple, but nothing more.
Wilmer was 0 for 4 last night. Of course, Wilmer famously learned English by watching Friends. He used to use the Friends theme as his walk-up music.
Swing, and there's a line drive base hit in the left field.
Wilmer got a pitch to hit and has the 2nd Giants hit of the day. Lee had a couple of hits last night. He's done well against left-handed pitching. In fact, he's hitting for a higher average against lefties.
And there's a swing. Line drive into left center. That's a base hit. Over to his left to cut it off. The left fielder, Nimmo, as Wilmer stops at 2nd.
Here's Matos. Peterson would love a double play ball right now.
Just make sure you can see. Double play ball for Beatty. Flip to Lindor. Back to 1st. In time, double play, side retired.
Peterson continues to get ground balls when he needs to.
So Peterson got a ground ball double play in the 2nd inning. We mentioned it was his 16th ground ball double play this year. This one's up the middle, and Lindor gets to it, spins around, and the low throw handled by Alonso. Wow! Lindor with a tremendous play just to get to that ball, and then Alonso digs another one out of the dirt. He did a ground ball to 3rd base that Chapman threw wide for an error that prolonged the 1st inning. Curveball lined the other way, and Pete's got himself a base hit. Waited nicely on that curveball and took it the other way for the Mets' 2nd hit. And now Marte hit the ball very hard his 1st time up, lined out to left field. Pulled down to 3rd. That's a fair ball going past Chapman and down the line. Alonso digging for third. It bounces out nicely for Ramos, so Alonso has to hold at third. Marte pulls in at second base with a well-struck double, and the Mets have second and third and nobody out. You know, Marte has always hit well against Ray. Now 9 for 25. Brett Baty, the batter. Brett flied to center his first time up. Baty hits a slow ground ball. Runner not trying to score, and Ray with a flip, and it's dropped by Devers, and the bases are loaded. Ray was looking over his shoulder to see if Alonso was trying to score. Pete was not, and you got an inexperienced first baseman, and Ray and Devers did not make the connection. Vientos flied out to center his first time up.
Got him. And that's exactly what he was pitching for, and that's strikeout number 2.
So now Alvarez, who hit one off the wall and right for his first triple of the year.
Alvarez chops one toward third. Chapman is going to go step on third for one. The throw to first, and scooped out of the dirt by Devers. He kept his foot on the bag. It's a double play. What a play by Chapman, and a great play on the other end by Devers as well.
So back-to-back base hits for the Giants to start the fourth. And that's 5 hits now against David Peterson. Giants last night were 0 for 8 with runners in scoring position.
Now the Giants have the bases loaded in the bottom of the 4th inning with 1 out in a scoreless game. And it's another sellout crowd here in San Francisco chanting Jung Ho Lee.
On the ground. They'll get 1. And the Giants are on the board. You put it in play, you take it.
And that's a good at bat. Here's Lucille. Big day tomorrow for Lucille, as Lucille is going to celebrate being inducted into the Mascot Hall of Fame. Visiting mascots from around the league. Mr. Met's going to be here. There's Mr. Met.
Here's Nimmo, who's hit a couple of balls fairly deep in both at bats. Sharply on the ground, and Devers knocks it down, and he will eventually pick it up and get the out. It's the hot corner at first.
Little personality of that ground ball. I think you get an assist and a put out on this play.
Plenty of traffic for the Giants in this game. They've left 5 runners on base and hit into 2 double plays. But they've lacked the big hits. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a changeup.
3 strikeouts in the frame for Peterson.
Ray has issued 50 walks. That's second in the National League. And there's a walk to start the 6th inning. So after getting ahead 0-2, Ray loses him to his 2nd walk of the night. Soto edging away. He takes off.
I knew it.
The throw by Kinzer. It's close, and he's safe. Number 14 for Soto as he extends his career high. The Mets have now been successful 26 consecutive times they've tried to steal a base. And that's ball 4. So 2 walks in the inning for Ray. See how far Bob Melvin's going to push him. This is a game he absolutely has got to have. And Baty rolls one down to first, handled by Devers. He bobbles it and gets to the bag in time to get the out. Woo! He was turning to try and make the play to second. Well, we've seen both sides of Devers in this game, and only his 3rd game playing first base. So now 2 in scoring position for Vientos. Struck out with the bases loaded in the 4th. Vientos drills one down the left field line. That's going to go in the corner, and the Mets will take the lead. Soto and Marte score. Vientos to second with a 2-run double, and the Mets flip the script. It's 2-1 New York.
And Robbie Ray's night is done.
David Peterson's just been out of this world. He's been in trouble all day. It's limited the damage to just 1 run. Matos lines one to center, but right at Taylor, who picks it off to retire the side. And for the 13th time in 20 starts, David Peterson has gotten through the 6th.
1-0 pitch.
That's pulled over the bag. Devers can't handle it cleanly, and Soto beats the throw to the bag. Wow, well, Devers' adventure at first base continues. That's about the 4th ball that he has not handled cleanly.
No, he's having a tough night.
Adames to Schmidt to Devers.
Well, that's another great inning for Lucchesi.
Since June the 2nd, Edwin Diaz has been in 15 games. Worked 15 1/3 innings, given up no runs and 7 hits, 3 walks and 22 strikeouts.
He's been lights out.
Line caught by Baty, 1 down. Well, he hung a slider, and Schmidt hit it hard, but Baty was right there. And now Jung Ho Lee, and they're chanting his name. 2 for 3 tonight.
High and deep and off the top of the wall. Lee is going to get into second base and put on the brakes.
And he cannot hit a ball any harder than that.
Gotta think in any ballpark, any other park in baseball, that's a home run.
So here's Yaz.
Diaz ahead of him 1-2. Tried to hold. He went around strike 3. 2 men down. Well, he threw him the down and in slider, and Yastrzemski could not hold up.
Nope.
Third base umpire Marvin Hudson made the call. So now the Giants are down to their final out with Patrick Bailey coming up. 2-1. Line caught by Alonso, and the ball game is over. Pete Alonso going as high as he possibly could.
And what a perfect and fitting ending for the New York Mets.
And the Mets have won 6 straight games as they hang on to beat the Giants 2-1.